What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So I hope some of you were able to check out my previous video, and those of you who haven't, I will link it up there. So as I was saying in my last video, I have tried to upgrade my video setup. So I have a GoPro over there and an Insta360 cam over here, and I did a test vlog last time around, and the video quality is iffy, so I still need some time to configure everything and see what would be the most optimum settings. But at the moment there is a lot of vibration in the GoPro and maybe some rolling shutter effect on the Insta360. It still needs to be investigated to confirm, but let's see. As I was mentioning in my previous vlog, the world has indeed changed quite a lot. So right now, as we speak, the specter of war is being rattled by the Russian Federation. So as things stand, Putin has amassed close to 150,000 troops along with heavy machinery along the Ukrainian border. And looking at all the information that's coming from that part of the region, it makes me wonder, what exactly does Putin want? I mean, what is his end game? As things stand, he's going to have a significant role to play, unopposed, in the future of the Russian people. So he has nothing to probably gain on that front, at least as far as his home territory is concerned. He's been practically steamrolling all the opposition that there can ever be since he's been in the position of power. We all know what the West wants. I mean, the Western European or the NATO alliance. I mean, ultimately for them, their ultimate desire is expansion into Eastern Europe and proliferation of their homegrown businesses. I mean, that's the ultimate aim from which they will be reaping significant benefits. But by looking at what is happening, I mean, it makes me wonder, what is Putin's end game? I mean, what is he planning to achieve? Yes, he could invade Ukraine and seize some territory. He's already been able to take over Crimea, which they themselves gave to them a while ago. There's a lot of talk that seems to indicate that he's probably harboring ambitions of recreating the Soviet Union, but I'm not sure in the current climate and the economy that they have, if that's really realistic. And as he's amassing the troops, the demands that he's made to the NATO and European Union is to stop the expansion of NATO in Eastern Europe and stop using European land for positioning and stationing intercontinental ballistic missiles, which I don't think NATO is going to agree to. And at the same time, the European Union and the NATO alliance aren't really giving him a compelling argument to stop his military maneuvers per se. I mean, all that they are doing is threatening sanctions and threatening sanctions against the Russian people and some high and mighty amongst the Russian hierarchy. In doing so, we don't really see, the Russian, hierarchy or the Russian powers that be are really deterred by, all these things. I mean, we don't really hear, the European Union or, the NATO alliance talking about the gas pipeline, some sort of sanctions for that, or, the SWIFT payment mechanism, which is a big thing in Europe right now. We don't really see sanctions being imposed on, Russian banks, which will hinder them to utilize this mechanism. So we don't really see any tangible, or credible efforts being made on the other side. So under these circumstances, I'm guessing Putin is only encouraged to do what he is currently doing. But at the same time, it leads me to wonder, I mean, what is he going to gain? Maybe he can recreate the erstwhile Soviet Union or the new Russian Union, whatever you may want to call it. Or maybe expand his sphere of influence. I mean, as we know from history, the French through Napoleon and the Germans through Hitler were unable to do anything. I mean, when they tried to conquer Russia, I mean, they couldn't make much headway, and it was catastrophic. It ultimately led to the efforts being catastrophic in their ultimate endeavor in those times. So looking at those results, it's unlikely to the NATO alliance or European Union go into a armed confrontation with the Russian Federation. But at the same time, we also see that a lot of reports are coming in that the NATO alliance members are arming Ukrainians so that they could defend themselves, which is what again Putin is asking them not to do. So I hope that it doesn't happen, but there is a feeling that if at all he ventures into Ukraine and starts an armed military conflict with them, I hope it doesn't lead to the 1938 infamous Munich type of agreement, which ultimately led to the springboard that Hitler used to spread havoc all across the world. I don't hope it leads to that sort of a situation, but let's see. It's a developing thing. We don't know where these things will lead to ultimately, but let's keep an eye. I mean, these are very dangerous yet interesting times that we live in. We don't know which way the pendulum's gonna swing. It might as well be that they are just posturing themselves for some behind the scenes power play. As sinister that may sound, it may all be that, but let's see. So if you guys have any thoughts on that, do leave it down below in the comments. So with these thoughts, I'll be winding today's video. I know I'm a bit rusty. I'm trying to get used to all of it all over again, but let's see. So on that note, I'll be winding today's video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.